Anyway, they were talking about big ball shocks, but that, honestly, you need to check out some of the comments. Crazy, I tell you.
Hey, listen, where'd you get your hat from? Was it the same place I got my hat?
I think so. Do you know what? I've got this one here as well.
Yeah.
Ugh. This is going to be my winter version.
Yeah.
I actually quite like it. It's got me short course trucks on the front there. What do you reckon? I need to like round off the peak a little bit, but
yeah. The thing is, this snapback thing. Yeah, when you get over like 30, you just look like a real douchebag. Can I say douchebag on the channel?
I don't know.
Well, what's wrong with saying douchebag?
I don't know. But I'm liking my polo shirt as well.
Yeah, that is nice. That.
Because sometimes you just want to look a little bit more
professional.
Yeah, because I am a professional.
Yeah,
but anyway, enough about the old big ball shocks. What I need to talk to you about is
what?
This car over here. Now this here is my LC Racing PTG PTG-2. That's what I was saying, boss. Anyway, so this is the ready to run. And I love this little ready to run. It does what I want it to do. However, did you know they've got another one which comes in kit form, and it's the PTG-2R?
What's the R stand for?
I think it's like a race spec version. Let me have a quick look over here. Here we go. Look, PTG-2R. There you go.
Rally.
You ready?
Mind the microphone.
All right, I'm coming on. So, I've got one of these.
You got one of those. It's not yours though, is it?
It's not mine. But I was curious as how this differs from this.
Well, that's easy, isn't it? Because that one was all put together, and that one was not all put together.
Yeah, but this is the R. So I was just wondered, is there much difference, and is it worth it?
Okay.
So, I want to get inside the box of this and get it built and tell you what I think.
Good.
LC Racing rally car. Let's get this thing up and running. So, first of all, we have, this is our dust cover. Won't be using that. We have some bearings here from Avid. More Avid bearings. Little book on some of the range that you can get from LC Racing. And then we have our manual. So, the PTG-2R is the racier spec version of my PTG-2, which I recently took out at the Mill End track. Really nice drive that was, but this is a slight upgrade on what I'm running. So let's get this thing out and built. Now, I said on my last build that I wanted to get a power tool because using the old wrenches, it's a bit of a grind. So I need to say a massive thank you to Paul, who has donated his driver to the channel. So we have got in here a little power tool, but also included was this little set here, which is fantastic. Give it a little push and out comes, we have got our precision driver set. So massive thanks to Paul for supporting the channel, and let's get on with building this car. Okay, this is proving to be a bit of a challenge, trying to get this pin into the hole. A bit fiddlier than I would like, but we'll get there. We got there eventually. A little bit fiddlier than I would like. Beauty is, got 2 of these to make, so let's get cracking with the next one. So there we go. We've got 2 of those done, 2 of these done. On to the next bit. Next up, we're going to put the gears into the diff, and then we need to look at oil. So front diff, we're looking at 5 to 10 CST, and the rear diff, we're looking at between 3 and 5. So I'm going to get my oils out and get those ready. Okay, so diff's built. Next up, it is shock time. So we have a choice when it comes to shock oil, and what it's saying here is between 350 and 700 in the front and 350 and 600 in the back. So I'm going to go 500 front, 475 in the rear. Quite cool is all the parts seem to be bagged up really nicely. We've got loads and loads of screws in that one. We've got our bearings, hinge pins. So shock tower is done. Pretty straightforward really. Next up though, we are moving on to this part here. What I've done is, you can just about make it out there. We've got the letter R and there's an L on that one. So I'm just laying out the parts to make sure when I piece it all together, it goes together as it should. So that part sits in the middle there. So I just need to I just need to find the hinge pins and these screws. Now that is built, what we can do is place the diff in, and then we need to place that in there. So front end of the car all sorted. If you flip it over, you can see in here we have the gears. Just put a little bit of oil in there just to lube it up a bit. So once you've built the front end or the rear end, they're pretty much the same. So you basically repeat the same process again. Then it comes down to slapping it all on the chassis. So we've got the servo Ackermans and all that sort of stuff that needs to go in at the front there. And then we've got the battery case and strap, and then there's a little plate that you put your receiver and your ESC on, and you know what, it is a cracking looking design. So let's get back to the studio and take a look at how this car differs from the box stock ready to run.
I'm impressed.
What do you reckon?
Yeah, I'm impressed. I'm impressed with that, but I obviously weren't around for your build. You actually done quite a good job with that, didn't you?
I took my time, boss. But what is the difference between that and that? I know, because I've looked at it now. Can you just look at those? What do you see that is obviously different?
All right, well,
I'll take this.
This has got
off.
like a dust case on it, right?
It does have a dust case.
So at a glance, I guess that's what they call it, isn't it? Something like that.
Yeah.
That one hasn't. He's got the shock towers, is it?
Yeah, these ones I believe they've got carbon fibre.
Is it just a graphic?
It might be a graphic or it is carbon fibre,
All
but
right, well, yeah.
that's like different.
How about like ball races and things like that? Is it? This is.
I think they're both ball raced.
Okay. Now we've said before that these LC racing cars, and I ain't just saying this, right? They are seriously good pieces of kit. I've got one. I've got the PTG-1, and it's the buggy version of that. And I have now got a 7.5 turn motor in it, cranked up to the max, and there's absolutely zero wear, zero tear. The only thing I have replaced on it is the servo, and I've also replaced the hinge pins because the hinge pins are very soft on these. Other than that, it's completely box stock, same as the gearing and everything. I think they're great cars.
They are. I'll tell you what, watching that thing go round at the Charged RC event, you were running in.
I won me heat. I won me heat on the first round. I'm sure of it. Even though I was second.
Absolutely flying that thing was. It looked amazing going round. Yeah, it was quite impressive.
No centre diff. It was like this. Exactly the same as it. No centre diff. No slipper. Nothing. Just bang. You know what I mean?
Straight off you go. Now, there is another little thing that's slightly different on this one. This one has got a metal / carbon fibre.
That's nice.
Servo mount. I haven't got the servo for this yet, so I haven't put that in. And now, there is actually another thing for this car, which this has got, that this one hasn't, but I haven't fitted. And that is, it's got wheel arches and mud flaps.
Flaps?
It's got flaps on it, yeah.
Nice.
So there are actual, it's like a wheel arch and a mud flap, and then you've got the old dust sheet cover. But other than that, they're... So my question is...
Okay, go on, yeah.
Is it worth it? Or should you just get it ready to run?
Well, I don't know, because we haven't tested it.
Well, it's got the same shocks, it's got the same geometry.
What's the price difference? Because that comes with all the electrics, does it?
No. Sorry, it's almost ready to run. Because these electrics have come out of one of my other cars, because this has actually got a 3S set up in it at the moment. So looking at it, they're so similar. It depends whether you got time, I suppose. If you enjoy a build, it's a pleasant build.
Yeah.
If you got time to build it, it's a pleasant build. If you want to know the car inside out, got to build it. If you're not interested in that, you just want to get a car, put it on the track, have a play, or run it around the woods, or do whatever. Almost ready to run all day long.
Yeah, fine. Well, let me tell you something. I'm impressed with you. You're learning. The build looks good. It looks quality. You just got to give it back now to its rightful owner.
And do you know what I will do? And do you know what I'm going to do?
What are you going to do?
I'm going to meet up with that owner.
Yeah.
And we're going to go do a little bit of rallying in the woods.
Sounds good to me.
Should be good.
All right, so there you go. So, like, subscribe, hit the old ding-dong bell, and at some point we'll put these two up against each other and see which one's the best.
Yeah, sounds like a plan. Anyway, I've got an idea for another video. I must tell you about it.
Let's do it.